In grammar, we've been talking about pronouns. So today, for our class read aloud, we're going to be looking at a book called The Princess and the Pronouns. Princess Pamela would like Daddy to help Princess Pamela get onto Princess Pamela's pony. Once upon a time, there lived a princess named Pamela. The more she talked, the less people seemed to understand her. This made Pamela a very cranky princess. One morning, Princess Pamela was strolling in the royal garden when she encountered a frog. She was amazed to learn that he could speak. He was equally amazed to learn she never used pronouns.
Hello, I'm a talking frog.
Princess Pamela can't believe Princess Pamela's ears. Okay, let's look at this little learning box here. It says, pronouns are words that replace nouns. Pronouns make speech and writing shorter and clearer by avoiding unnecessary repetition. Notice how she keeps saying her name. All the bold-faced words in this book are examples of pronouns. Read on to learn more about this very useful part of speech. Princess Pamela asked the frog if he would like to live in the palace as her pet. The frog was thrilled. He was bored sitting around on lily pads all day talking to nobody. Tell Princess Pamela if the frog would like to be the pet of Princess Pamela.
I would love to be your pet.
The princess knew the king and queen would not approve of a pet frog, so she hid him in her crown. Then she crept into the castle and tiptoed up a winding staircase.
I will teach you all about pronouns, he whispered. You will learn a lot.
So it says here, learning box. I, he, she, you, and they are examples of personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are used to replace the names of people. Isn't it easier to say I instead of your entire name? Isn't it simpler to say you instead of someone else's name? They is an especially handy pronoun because it saves you the trouble of listing the names of 2 or even like 2,000 different people. Princess Pamela took the frog to her gigantic playroom. She knew they would be alone there, so she let him hop out of her crown. Next, the princess showed him all of her incredible toys. The tea set is Princess Pamela's. The doll is Princess Pamela's. The teddy bear and toy carriage are Princess Pamela's too. Look at the frog's face. The frog explained to the princess that there was no need to keep repeating her name again and again. By using a possessive pronoun like my, she could save herself a lot of breath.
Your toys are awesome, but you should use the word my to describe them.
So look at this learning box. Your, my, our, their, his, and hers are examples of possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns, as the name suggests, are used to show ownership, as in, your toys are awesome. There was a big beach ball in the playroom. Princess Pamela and the frog started playing catch with it. The princess felt that she was beginning to grasp pronouns, but pronouns were tricky. Pronouns are starting to make sense. You and me are having fun. When the princess made a mistake, the frog gently corrected her. At the same time, he made an incredible leaping catch.
Good try, but the right way to say it is you and I are having fun.
Let's look at our learning box. The pronouns I and me cause great confusion. Which one of these two sentences is correct? You and I are having fun, or you and me are having fun? Here's a little trick. Create 2 new shorter sentences to help you decide. Which one sounds right? I am having fun. Me am having fun. Well, clearly it's the first one. Because you wouldn't say me am having fun. You'd say I am having fun. So the correct sentence is going to be you and I are having fun. After practicing pronouns all afternoon, Princess Pamela felt very confident. It was dinner time now. She brought the frog along, hidden away in her crown. Could you kindly pass me a bowl of palace pea soup?
You go, princess.
Usually, the king and queen had great difficulty understanding their daughter. As a result, she often became very frustrated and irritable. On this particular evening, however, Princess Pamela was polite and used pronouns perfectly. The king and queen were astounded.
Our daughter is using pronouns. By King George, I think she has got it.
Let's look at our learning box. It is a very useful pronoun because this little word can be used in place of a much longer thought. Instead of having to say, I think she has got the hang of using pronouns correctly, the king can simply say, I think she has got it. Suddenly, the frog spied a fly fluttering in the princess's pea soup. He was very hungry, so hungry that he could not resist. Snap! The frog's long, sticky tongue snatched it right out of the bowl.
I hope nobody notices.
Let's look here at our learning box. Nobody, everyone, and all are examples of indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns let you substitute one word for a whole list of people, places, or things. Instead of the frog having to say,
I hope the princess, queen, king, and butler don't notice,
he can simply say,
I hope nobody notices.
At this point, the royal dinner went haywire. The queen let out a shriek, and the king toppled over backwards, accidentally pulling the tablecloth and all the food onto the floor. What a royal mess! Get rid of it now, young lady.
I am still hungry.
When things settled down, the princess told her parents that the frog could speak. Don't make him leave, she begged. He taught me all about pronouns. The king and queen agreed that a talking frog with an expertise in pronouns could indeed stay. They even gave him a tiny crown. As for the princess, well, she lived happily ever after too.
You should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you, frog. Next, can you teach me how to swim? Let's look at our last learning box. Words such as yourself and ourselves are examples of reflexive pronouns. They add emphasis to the subject of a sentence, as in, you should be very proud of yourself. Wow, you sure learned a lot about pronouns in this book. Okay, go on to the next slide to see your activity.